better? Okay. The other end. There.
Yes, I'm sure you have very many friends indeed. That's not the issue. Even if you summoned every ibis on Hisi Island, I still don't think you'd be able to move the moon mirror. And even if you managed it, the lunar semblance within would still... dig it out.
Okay.
You could, but moving the mirror would still pose a challenge. Even for you. You really can summon every ibis on the island if that's what it takes? And you, on the other hand, think this plan is a joke, even if the ibis gets its entire family involved?
Wow! Things are really kicking off over here. Looks like we've got a weasel thief and a heated argument with a bird.
We're plotting and scheming, to be precise. I'm told we have to get all our ducks in a row before moving forward on this job. But my co-conspirators disagree quite strongly on the best approach, and they're not exactly being diplomatic about it. All right, I believe you. I'm sure you do have friends in high places. Although, where did you learn to speak like that? From a short girl with a metal arm and a hat.
Yeah, that's what you're holding.
Oh, of
right?
course you can keep talking like that so long as you enjoy it. But be sensible around her, okay? Don't copy everything she does. I'm going to have a little chat with the Traveler and Paimon now, so be good and pipe down a little.
Huh, it really did quiet down. Being able to understand animal speak is so cool. Paimon wishes she had that ability.
Trust me, Paimon, you would not enjoy it very much at all. Don't misunderstand. Nothing terrible would happen, and it doesn't drive you insane or anything like that. Although, that being said, I do sometimes find it quite overwhelming. I was overjoyed when I first discovered that I could understand animal speech, but I quickly realized that it came with a downside. This ability is always active, and I cannot control it.
Oh, yeah, that would be a problem. And if you can't control it, that means...
Exactly. People say that listening to the bird song deep in the woods gives them a profound sense of peace and quiet that lifts their spirits. But no matter where I go, I can never find peace and quiet. When I stand in the forest, I hear the chatter of the wildcats, the rabbits, the rhyme-horned deer, the chic badgers, and the long-plume ibis. They argue loudly about who's to blame for damaging whose roost, or which part of the woods the best twigs come from.
Your ears could never rest.
all right. Guess talking to animals isn't all it's cracked up to be. Waking up to the sound of birds chirping is pretty nice, but replace that chirping with bickering? And suddenly it doesn't seem so appealing.
As for me, I've lived with it so long that I'm used to it now. In fact, it would probably be quite an adjustment if I woke up one day and couldn't hear the finches discussing which cup in which house makes the best bath. Yes, plotting and scheming. Thank you for reminding me. I got a little sidetracked. Although, now that the traveler's here, we might just have the solution to our problem. No, just you will suffice. This job involves breaking into a storage room by undoing the seal created with the moon mirror by a previous moon chanter. But for someone of your talents, I'm sure it will be a simple task. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be fine. Come, let's go. Here we are. What you see now is the moon mirror, within which the lunar semblance is sealed.
Oh, must be a pretty precious statue if they went to all this effort to steal it away. Will there be some traps inside? You know, the kind that send arrows flying out if you step in the wrong place?
Do not worry. This little one did some scouting for me ahead of time. The seal does not contain any such fatal traps.
Oh, nice. That's good to know. And yeah, that sounds like a job for a weasel thief.
That's true. Each time I ask it for help, I have to pay it one more the next time we meet.
Huh, what a thieving little weasel. Oh wait, that tracks. But considering that it's helping you keep watch on the lunar semblance, it might need a name change. How about... Weasel Guardian! Can't catch Paimon! Paimon can fly!
Come on, be nice to our guests.
Okay. How can I help?
To retrieve the lunar semblance, we need to activate pairs in 2 different locations. So it's a 2-person job. If you head over there and take the mechanism on that side, I'll take this side. That won't be a problem. I have eyes in the sky.
Ibis.
It will keep me updated on where you are and which mechanism is in front of you. Don't worry. All you have to do is follow my instructions. Understood. I will retrieve the lunar semblance now. Huh? The way out has been blocked. Could you try that again? Understood. I will retrieve the lunar semblance now.
couldn't even get past the mirror. So, Lalma, just how valuable is this statue anyway?
In terms of Mora? Not much, I suspect. It's crudely fashioned, and the kind of stone it's carved from is found everywhere around these parts. But to the moon chanter of that era, and to the Frost Moon Scions of today, it is a priceless. If nothing else, I now have concrete proof of its existence. That's enough to me. That makes this a very successful trip. Thank you for your help. I knew I had judged you correctly. The moon and our little friend here was very impressed with your mechanism operating skills.
What is it saying, Lalma?
It says that the Troller is the best treasure hunter it's ever seen. It wishes it could join him on a quest to unlock all the treasure chests in the world. From now on, I'll call on you if I ever find a treasure chest I can't crack.
Okay. Bye then. Huh. Didn't even give us a choice in the matter.
Don't worry, it won't come knocking on your window every day with a Mora coin in its jaws trying to drag you off on a treasure hunt. And it certainly won't be visiting your room in the dead of night, moaning about locks it can't pick.
Uh-oh. We better make sure to lock all our doors and windows before we go to sleep tonight.
Relax. That weasel's only a child. It means no harm. It's just more talkative than most. All right, let's head back. It's almost time for dinner. Oh, and we still need to figure out how to get this statue back to our library. It seems like I'll need a little help from my friends, after all. Just here will do.
Oh. That all went down without much fanfare.
Well, it's just a plain old statue. A historical relic. It doesn't hold any kind of mystical power. The real value lies in the stories behind it. My job is to dig those stories up, wherever they might be hiding, verify them, and then share them with the people.
Cool. Well, it's a good thing we got it back here in one piece.
Indeed. And you two have my thanks for that. Please, take these fruits and quench your thirst. I had the animals gather them in the woods. And after that, forgive me, but I have another request to make of you. I apologize if this is presumptuous of me, but I've seen how well connected you are, and I've heard of your many travels into secret and forgotten places. On your future travels, if you ever come across any texts about the Frost Moon Scions, could I borrow them and make a copy with which to enrich our library? You have my sincere gratitude on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, boy. That was some seriously tasty fruit.
These animals have lived their whole lives in this forest. Naturally, they're the ones who know where to find the best fruit. This one says to eat as much as you wish, because it's the top fruit finder in the whole forest. It'll fetch some more right away.
Awesome! Thanks so much!
Branches assault.
Oh, protect us! Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara!
Dante here. Hello, Yafe.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler. It's been a while for sure. Didn't expect to see you and not cry. Oh, if only. Not cry's even more lawless than I could have imagined. How should I put it? Well, that's just it. This place is quite literally a lawless land. Even if I was hired to provide legal assistance, I suspect it'd all devolve into everyone resorting to the Final Defense Manifesto to air their grievances. Ta-da! Here's your answer. The most direct method of self-defense. Okay, enough of that. The reason I came to Nod Cry is to gather material for the new legal guidebook I'm co-authoring with Shinobu. The book's theme centers on the boards of law, and one of its chapters is about what happens when law and order completely breaks down. There's no way I'd be able to get an accurate picture of that back in Liyue. So here I am, this infamous land of lawlessness. As soon as I stepped into Nod Cry, I knew I was in the right place. It's not like the law here has broken down. It's more like it never existed at all. And unsurprisingly, I haven't run into a single person in my line of work. Being a legal consultant here is probably an easy way to starve. Hey, don't worry. I've got Adeptus blood, remember? Ordinary bandits can't even scratch me. In fact, I'm kind of waiting for someone to come and accost me. Then I can drag them aside and interview them on how they survive in such a hostile place. Yeah, you have no idea. I spent so long convincing her to let me leave. I'm sure my horns grew out a little. Why, yes, we talked it through. I definitely did. Chat, but I've got an appointment with, the Curatorium of Secrets, that's it. So, without further ado, I'll be getting a move on.
Like a rhythm calling slow. Unless if then start
That's new.
Hey there.
I need to level this guy. I need to beat this guy because I'm.
The Temple of Wisdom. This matrix.
All eyes on me.
Let's dance.
Lush as the moonlight for the everlasting forest.
Come on, we can do it. Share my knowledge. Grow, grow, grow.
By the frost in my head. Oh, forest, take my broken crown.
Positions. This dance is for you. Let the show begin. The weather and our moods are... It's alright though, because the sky will become even brighter after the rain. who this gift could be from. The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again. Quick, let's find shelter, or mushrooms will start growing on our heads.
Repairs complete. It was just a circuit, nothing serious.
Such remarkable efficiency, Miss Inefa. If it weren't for you, this streetlight would have had me stumped. If it had proven beyond fixing, I may have had to take my own lantern and hang it in its place.
Aino previously proposed a solution. She said she could train the Ratniki so they'd have the basic knowledge to perform simple tasks, like repairing circuits. That way, you wouldn't need to inform Aino every time a streetlight goes out and then wait in the dark until I arrive to repair it.
Yes and no. Strictly speaking, maintaining the brightness of the lights has been their traditional role. Before the use of Kuvaki became widespread, streetlights were powered by regular oil. Back then, people were needed to light and extinguish the flames. Because of how dangerous said streets were at night, the Ratniki took on this role. They already carried lanterns, in any case, and were adept at using them while fighting. But as I'm sure you've already noticed, the current streetlights are powered by Kuvaki, and it's not so easy to light or extinguish them using traditional means. Because of this, whenever a light goes out nowadays, all I can do is stand here helplessly and wait for a professional to come along and solve the problem.
Aino organized an engineering seminar, but all the Ratniki made excuses to leave halfway through. They said things like, I have an urgent task, or I need to go on patrol, or it's time for me to make a report.
I didn't leave. It is, after all, disrespectful to the host to leave a seminar early.
True, but the biscuits you brought were too much of a distraction for Aino. She stopped teaching completely, and then I was so busy trying to stop her from eating that I could not take over the seminar. So please, the next time you attend a class of any kind, don't bring anything sweet that might attract Aino's attention. And don't bring any toys either.
I promise I won't.
Please say it in full. The last time you promised not to bring anything sweet, you brought a toy, and Aino was completely unable to continue.
I promise I won't bring anything sweet, any toys, or anything else that might unduly divert Miss Aino's attention.
That's better. I'll notify you when she next holds an engineering class. For now, I have to pick some laka berries for her. Goodbye.
Traveler, do you know of anything else besides sweet treats, toys, and small fluffy animals that might keep Miss Aino quiet for a while? Half an hour shall suffice. A companion? Oh, that is inspired. Perhaps I should ask Miss Nefer if she can send Miss Yehoda to accompany me. Naturally. The only reason I wish to ask Miss Yehoda to attend is that if I am to swim in the great ocean of knowledge, I'd very much like someone else to enjoy Miss Aino's educational ablutions. Considering the strength of Miss Yehoda's relationship with the two of you, I believe she would be the perfect candidate to go.
You're just a troll, okay? Don't do that. Poor...
Gloomy skies overhead. Just like the last time we were here. The air's all icky and sticky and dark and damp. We didn't get a good look then. All Paimon remembers is that really tall tower. So let's explore the area more fully this time. Wait, is that...
Good day, you two. Assuming I don't have the time wrong.
Phew! Well, it's good to see a familiar face. Especially in this darkness. Oof! It really gives you the heebie-jeebies.
You needn't worry. This is my humble abode and the tomb of the Lightkeepers. And while somewhat dark, it is on the whole a safe place. That being said, I rarely receive visitors here, save for the occasional colleague. What brings you two here?
To be honest, we just wanted to see where you live. We were in such a rush last time, we didn't get to do a proper tour.
I see. In that case, as guardian of the tombs here in the Final Night Cemetery, allow me to extend the warmest of welcomes to you both, on behalf of the spirits who slumber here eternally.
Wait, do you mean there really are ghosts here?
That is correct. As you may have noticed, this island is dotted with headstones. You might think of it as a veritable necropolis filled with souls. Isn't it a welcoming thought?
Not at all. If anything, this place just got scarier.
Apologies. It was meant merely as a gesture of the hospitality that you deserve as guests. We don't receive many visitors here, after all. But I suppose it is a tall order to expect people to suppress their fear of ghosts. Even so, I do hope your visit shall be a pleasant one. The spirits on this isle, while somewhat old-fashioned and hardly gregarious, are an unassuming crowd who keep to themselves. I have found they make perfectly decent neighbors. If you still have misgivings, I can only suggest that you avoid staying outside where possible. The ghosts do not tend to set foot indoors very often, although that might render your sightseeing experience a little less riveting. Let me think. Most of the camps on this isle have been removed, and only the lighthouse remains, symbolizing the many battles the Lightkeepers have fought against the Wild Hunt. In that regard, it has quite a bit of historical value, and is thus well worth seeing.
Yeah, that was the first thing we saw when we arrived. So, it's a lighthouse, huh?
Years of disrepair and a shortage of fuel, I'm afraid. As this island became abandoned, maintaining the lighthouse became increasingly difficult. Besides, even if we were to rally sufficient manpower to repair it, it would serve little purpose these days. In the past, it guided people on their way to and from the island. but all those people now lie beneath our feet in eternal rest. Well, that is perhaps not entirely accurate. They do sometimes come running out, speaking once familiar utterances into the void. In which case, since you are not used to the darkness that shrouds this island, you could consider restoring the lighthouse to illuminate your way. I too know well the comfort that a distant ray of light can bring on those lone journeys through the cold night. Speaking as a lightkeeper, we no longer need the building all that much, and I am under no official obligation to maintain it. And personally, I am more partial to the night than the day, so I find myself quite comfortable here in the dark. Besides, I have a lantern of my own. I would rather tend to that than rely on a more distant warmth. As such, you should have no issues using it, so long as it helps you. I believe there should still be some backup fuel for the lighthouse stored in an old tent to the north. That should be enough to serve your present needs. And if you should need to find me, I will be in an underground basement on the north side. That's where I will be sorting through my reports. I will meet up with you once I have completed my urgent tasks.
Okay.
There really are a ton of headstones here on this isle. And they're all so old you can't make out the words on them at all. Command to memory. Everyone hold hands. This place is super dark. It's kind of stuffy too. And there are ghosts over there. Either way, let's try not to get their attention.
The sky is so dark. I'm scared. They're staring at me. You sure took your time, didn't you? Come on, help me shift this fuel. It's almost time for our lighthouse shift.
Does he mean...
Look at you, shaking like a leaf. You scaredy cat. How you made the cut as Ratnik, I'll never know. Come on, grab your stuff and let's go. Perhaps I'll even tell you a ghost story on the way.
What? A ghost telling us ghost stories? Wait, hang on. Was he just trying to scare us?
You ever heard of the blue fire? As we all know, when you're out walking out at night, you should never look behind you and never look all the way down at the ground. Always look ahead into the distant skies. Well, that's because the Wild Hunt watches us from the darkness. They wait for you to lose your way in the fog, and then, when you're at your most vulnerable, they come and take your life. That's why it's dangerous to travel alone in the dead of night. But sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll see a blue lantern shining out in the darkness. They say it only appears if you've run into the Wild Hunt or if you can't find your way at night. Either way, if you ever see the blue lantern appear, you must remember to follow it. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. My granddad says it's one of the Fae that used to live in Notcry in ancient times. But it could equally be the ghost of one of our fallen warriors, one who truly hated the Wild Hunt. Whatever it is, the blue lantern seems to be on our side, the side of the Light Keepers. I'll bet that's why the Starshina wants to make offerings to it on the island. Ah, shucks, look at me talking away. I totally forgot I've still got fuel to move.
Wait, but we brought all the fuel with us. What's this guy talking about?
All right, I'd better get back. See you later, scaredy cat. It's nearly time for my shift. Guess I won't have to worry about moving fuel anymore.
Hey! It's the ghost from before who was talking about moving fuel. What's he doing over here?
The wild hunt came. It passed through all the graves. The fog clung to our ears, stuck to our mouths. We couldn't see or hear each other.
Oh, what's he talking about? Has the wild hunt really showed up? Paimon didn't see it at all.
To the lighthouse! To the lighthouse! We've got to get a signal to the units outside before they reach us. Don't just stand there gaping. Pull yourself together. Every second we hesitate could mean another dead comrade. Have you forgotten how to send signals? Come on! I've told you before, a lightkeeper always has to be prepared. We're all gonna die. They'll strip the bones from our spines.
Something's off. All the ghosts are coming this way.
We too shall cry tears of blood. The wild hunt is here! We've got to think of something quick! Okay, we'll try and stall them at the base of the lighthouse while you head up to the top.
Up to the top. Signal.
If you've forgotten how to send signals, check the handbook. We nailed it to the tower for moments just like this.
Do not fear. Push. Do not fear. Push.
Don't leave our bodies to the wild hunt. I beg of you. That is no way to die.
Death. Wild hunt. Go to the lighthouse.
Oh, the ghosts have surrounded the tower. Should we do what they're asking? Sounds like they need us to head up, find the handbook, and use the web to set it.
Everlasting night.
Control the brightness. There are 5 signal types. Distress, warning, guidance, summoning, and all safe. Appreciate how. Okay, the signal is sent. Let's go check on the ghosts.
What happened here? Ran into a spot of bother? A whole host of ghosts surrounded the lighthouse. I sent them away to prevent them from blocking the area, and when they saw the lighthouse flashing, they departed.
Oh, it was pretty scary. They completely surrounded us and begged us to help them.
I sensed it too. This graveyard is bereft of life save for passing birds, the insects underground, and myself. Normally it's so quiet you can hear yourself breathing. Up until just now, that is, when these ghosts started getting agitated. Was it because of the lighthouse? They asked you to send a signal out. How peculiar. In my experience, they have never coerced or harmed anyone in any way. This can only mean that lighting the lighthouse has somehow caused a change in them. I must say, this is quite out of the ordinary. The ghosts here tend to stick to fixed areas and repeat words and phrases that meant something to them in life. But now, all eyes are on the lighthouse. They have a rather indistinct appearance, but when they fix their yearning strongly on a specific place, I can sense where their cold attention is directed. Consider it a natural talent of mine. As to the cause of this behavior, I do have a theory. Ghosts are the echoes of living souls, a portion of their thoughts and memories that, for certain reasons, fails to enter the ley lines at the moment of their death. and thus they linger on the surface. The ghosts in question were lightkeepers in life, and as such, I believe the lighthouse is deeply embedded in their memories, something they are instinctually drawn to. Relighting it must have stirred something in their memories, causing them to depart from their usual behavior. You might not be aware of this lighthouse's past, but it once served a great many functions. From guiding passing merchants and lightkeeper fleets, to reporting on the Wild Hunt's activity in the surrounding area. In the days before this was a graveyard, its light was never once extinguished. It came to symbolize the hope and warmth that the lightkeeper sought to bring to Nodcry. But alas, the light of this historic outpost was snuffed out in a conflict against the Wild Hunt several decades ago. According to our internal records, that conflict cost the island 90% of the troops stationed here. The Starshina of that time eventually decided to send a warning signal to the outside.
Wait, a warning signal? So, they didn't use a distress signal and call for help?
Indeed. The warning signal saved the nearby merchant fleets and patrolling lightkeeper ships. Without it, they likely would have been pulled into the fighting with little knowledge of the situation. But at the same time, this signal also cut the troops on the island off from any possibility of rescue. The Lightkeeper Oath contains a line that goes as such: "Our bones and blood we shall use as fuel. We shall make life greater than death." It is a line that strikes at the very heart of our principles. Should we find ourselves at a great disadvantage, we are to prioritize the preservation of life and ensure humanity's long-term survival. After all, the Wild Hunt is a never-ending threat, while our numbers are limited. This principle is most cruel to those who must sacrifice themselves, and yet, most of us willingly abide by it.
Shoot! So we sent out a distress signal, but what the ghost actually wanted was for us to send a warning signal, right?
You feel you unwittingly did something. Ghosts are but the memories of people that once were. You may have stirred up those memories, but that is all they are. Those to whom they once belonged are long gone. Still, I can see that you're concerned about them. And truthfully, so am I. If you wish to find them, just follow me. Ah, yes. And please do not be alarmed by anything strange we may encounter along the way.
Where are we going, friends? Where are we going?
Reinforcements arrived on the day of that battle, they would have landed here. You have to understand that ghosts are hard to reason with. A better way to communicate is to give them key information that might provoke some sort of a reaction. How about this? We'll go in together, but I'll handle the communication. After all, I am not only a lightkeeper myself, but also very accustomed to dealing with ghosts.
Don't try to save us.
Help is on the way.
The Wild Hunt is coming in too fast. There's no time. Let us stay here and take them down with us. This place will be enough of a graveyard by the time the night is through. Don't send more people to their deaths.
So you don't need rescuing?
No, we do. Please save us. We can't hold on much longer. Everyone else is gone, and we are lost. What more can we do? Please, someone, anyone, save us.
Ignite the Blue Lantern. It will guide you far from the Wild Hunt.
The Blue Lantern cannot bring back souls from the dead. Even if you light him up, it will be too late. He can help you destroy what remains of the Wild Hunt, but he cannot save you.
Don't rescue us. Don't come any closer. No, wait. Help us, please. Someone, anyone.
What's this supposed to mean? Do they want help or don't they?
Those poor souls. On the one hand, they hoped that someone would send out a distress signal and save their lives. On the other, they did not wish to call in reinforcements only to send them to their deaths. And so they sought the help of the Blue Lantern spoken of in local legend. And indeed, one such lantern was still preserved on this island. That ought to have been their last hope in a time of desperate need. But to my great regret, it is of no use to them now.
Will any other horrible things happen?
They will recall the unfathomable suffering they experienced in their final moments. I will do what I can to comfort them.
We shall part the snow curtain of the sky and blast the winter winds across the wasteland.
We have sworn an oath, and so we must fight to the end. We cannot wait for them to come. We are the last ones. Pick up your weapons.
We are the Light Keepers who shine the eternal light of hope into the endless snow-swept plains.
Wait, Fritz! It seems like these ghosts have rallied.
Again, they are but the replaying memories of once living people. It is not the ghosts who have rallied, but the Light Keepers who fought to the bitter end. Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex and yet so beautiful. The sorrow and reluctance in the face of death. The longing for a life of peace and stability. The surprising valor that wells up in the hour of despair. If it were up to you, traveler, would you wish to do something for them? Is that so? A response befitting an adventurer of your caliber. Personally, I do feel inclined to do something for them. To help these shadows of the heroes that once were forget the death that will soon be upon them and return to their slumber. In time, the memories and yearning of these ghosts will fade and slowly return to the ley lines. But that time, my dear Retniki, I am Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz. Once upon a time, it was I who retrieved your fallen bodies from the battlefield. Now, let me once more lay you to rest, for you are worthy of my respect and earnest esteem. Look upon my flame and wander no longer. Return to your graves and forever rest in peace. 6 feet under may you slumber in your erstwhile homeland, and in sweet dreams return to the ley line's embrace. Some of their memories and thoughts have been dispersed. The rest will later return to their usual state. To me, they are both warriors whose memories should be honored, and my gentle, friendly neighbors. Unfortunately, I did not know most of their names, but my short interaction with them has deposited some of their memories within my flame. At the very least, I know now that the gentleman who moved fuel and loved to tell the tale of the Blue Lantern was named Imo, and the comrade he always called out to was named Itu. Many of the ghosts on this island may have been affected by the lighthouse, and I'm not sure if they'll all undergo changes like Imo. But if you're in the mood to keep exploring, would you come with me? I'd like to get to know them better still. It would be my...
Astra Abyss. Thank you for